What of the cyber shields? Anything else you would add to it?
I think it would be nice to enhance some of the shields a little bit more. Strong businesses and citizens, let's actually call it out. What does good look like? And actually put a bare minimum in there. Actually tell people that if you've got accounts that are connected to the internet that someone could have access to, they will have multifactor. I mean, just start to lock in some bare basics and force people to do the minimum rather than suggest. That would have been nice that we're not there yet. Some of the other components were interesting, like how we as a global player, how we're going to perform and how we're going to support the other nations around the world that have got these incidents. Great, that's how it's going to work. Years ago, I might have been a bit of a cynic saying, well, yeah, you report it to the police if you need to for insurance, but there's probably not much going to happen if you have a cyber event. That was the case. We had a matter, would be 18 months ago, a Melbourne client who had been through a ransomware event and did the right things and reported it to the police. And the police, Victorian police in this case, had done quite a bit of work on that particular matter, supported it on the way through. And it was only about a month ago I was talking to the same police officer on a different matter for a completely different reason. And he turned around and said, oh, by the way, we've locked that guy up. I'm going, locked who up? He goes, the ransomware operator from...
A local one?
The job, no. It was from another country. And I said, well, how the hell do we lock a ransomware operator up? These guys are all operating in countries that we can't touch and no one knows who they are. They've got cool names. What he ended up saying is that they had enough information to work out who it was, and our Five Eyes capabilities with the other countries that we support had good intel on who it was. And during the start of the Russian crisis with the Ukraine, this was a Ukrainian hacker. Left the Ukraine to escape and moved his way into Europe. As soon as he left that haven, all of a sudden was tracked and then moved into a country that they had access to, and they actually executed warrants and actually caught the guy.
Wow.
So it's not very often that someone responsible for attacking an Australian business in a ransomware event in one of those Eastern Bloc countries gets caught, but did. And it really makes me realise, when we see a strategy here which is on how we work with other countries and we share intelligence and we work together and we report these things, it is for a reason. Because eventually, when there's enough pressure, we are going to start to break down those groups and start stopping things. Other things that I would have liked to have seen, look, there's good stuff in there. Sovereign capability, build out our own capabilities in this country, grow the cybersecurity specialists that are out there to actually help us, all positive things.